Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to make a video upon the data structure series. So in this playlist I'll be sharing some of the keynotes or some of the value tutorials on various data structures that are used today, and likewise I will solving some questions as well. So there are various different kinds of data structures, but one of the data structures, as you can see here, that is trie, that I'm going to talk about. And if you are very new to programming and you find this data structure very difficult, and as because there are number one, there are very few resources present for this data structure to learn, and it's not used readily. But in competitive programming, it's kind of a very good great data structure. I will tell you the benefits as well. So yeah, in this playlist I'll make a separate playlist for this, and I'll combine 4-5 videos for on this data structure, and telling everything from insertion as well as updation, as well as from various questions I'll be solving for this data structure. And so yeah, let's not waste any further time, and let's begin that how we are going to learn this. So what is trie? So basically trie is nothing but a data structure. All right, so what is a data structure, now you may ask. Data structure, as the word suggests, it's a structure that is used to store data. All right, so yeah, so basically we have a data and we have to store it, and we have to store it in a structured way. So for that we have various data structures. Number one, you have already familiar about array, strings, etc., that are used very commonly. All right, so and trees as well, trees, linked list, and such, so on and so forth. So one such data structure that I am going to talk to you about in this video is trie data structure. So what is trie data structure? Everybody keeps on making it a hype that it's very difficult, it questions can't be solved, it's so what it's asked in various companies like Google, Microsoft, and such like that. So what is the trie data structure, and where we use it? Basically, this trie data structure is an in-array tree that is used to store strings. All right, so yeah, basically it's an n-array tree. Let's read it again. It's an n-array tree that is used to store strings. So what is trie, everybody asks, but now we have a definition over here. So trie is nothing but it's an n-array tree. But when I say n-array tree, what I mean by that is, basically I'll explain it later on, but an array tree, let's keep this in mind up till now, and which is used to store strings. So what is strings? Strings is basically what we say characters grouped together, various characters like A, B, C. It is a string. 1, 2, 3, we can say, yeah, it's a string, it's a number as well, it's an integer, but it's a string as well. So yeah, A, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, the various characters when grouped together, single word A can also be characterized as character as well as string. So yeah, the data structure that is used to store string is an array tree. All right, so there are various data structures as well that are also used to store string, and one such data structure that everybody knows is hash. Hash is kind of a data structure that is also used, but why we use trie, I will make a separate video on the comparison of hash and trie as well. I would explain it over here, but now let's focus on the main thing for the today, that is trie. All right, so as from the definition we know trie is an array data structure used to store strings. All right, now how we are going to represent it? Suppose there are words that are given to us, A, B, and B, A, D, and some words like that. So how we are going to store it? So yeah, here is the picture. Like the words are let's not say this, AM, BAD, BE, and SO. All right, so basically in array different trees are there. This is the tree data structure representation is like that. And basically the first word is like A, so we get a branch for AM. Now another word come bad and bad, and then another word come be. So b is already present, the node or tree is already there for b, so we have to make another for e, and similarly so. All right, so yeah, basically it's this kind of a data structure that is used to represent or you to store strings. So they basically an array, different array, so one array for it and particular one array for this also, because if b has a, then it's another tree, and if it's e, suppose b has f, so ef, so like that. So basically how when we say an array data structure, what we mean by them is that basically there are different every node has a basically an array of its own. All right, and there are n nodes, so n arrays, so n array tree, and it's used to store the various strings. All right, now I hope it's clear up to this. Now the next thing, the very important thing here is that how do we represent the tries. So how we represent the tries, since I will only discuss in Java over here, but for C++ or C, if you get the basic idea, then I think you will able to code it as well. But I will be sharing the codes and all the stuff for Java only particularly. All right, so yeah, so how do we represent the try? That's a very important question, and yeah, let's see. So now let's see. So basically there will be two ways that we will be using to represent the tries. Alright, two ways. Number one would be to use some array, and number two to use map data structure for every character value, and these are the two ways which you can use also to represent a try node. Alright, so let's see for the first one, that is using an array. So here I have written a basic structure of the trie node. Like there is a structure for what do you say, a tree, like left to left node and right node. So similarly this is a structure for trie node using array. So for yeah, so let me see that this is the final variable, and we can change it value, because if we have to store the capitals as well, or then because we can convert it into lowercase and so on and so forth. So basically different kind of modifications can be done it, and it can be changed. We can change this value. It's for this the code here written would be for an abc, like this kind of code, which example I explained. So yeah, for that the structure would be like this. All right, how we will be representing this in the memory. All right, basically for there would be for every this, it would have 26 value, and it would have new 26 value. What it mean by that is, like suppose in this case, like this has 26 children. So for at 0th position a is there, at 1 position b, and somewhere the index would of s would be there. So if an index comes and we see that if there is a child, and so on and so forth. So basically that's on the insertion part, and insertion as well as the various questions that are related will be explained in the further videos. But up till now this will be the structure that would be used to store the try, and this is the array structure. All right, so it has its own advantages, like array, what array has, like searching is from O1. All right, we get the character index and we see that if it has child or not. So it has its own advantages and disadvantage as well, because it uses the extra space, redundant space for 26. For every node you have to declare an array of 26. So yeah, it has its own advantages and disadvantages, but depending upon the question, depending upon the space or time complexity, we can use. If we want to optimize the time complexity, then this approach would be better to store the try. And if we want to optimize the space complexity, that is we have to use less space, then the another approach that I am going to tell you about, the second approach, that is using map. All right, so yeah, I'll share the code for that as well. It would be similar only, but rather than array, it would be a map data structure, which will have like this class try node, and wait, let me write it down for you. So yeah, this would be the structure that we will be used for the try node representing with the map. So in the case of that, it would now be for every character it would search, and there would be a hash map for it. So all right, so yeah, these are the two cases, and this will have less space complexity, because it would be storing only the nodes that are coming to us. Not for every there would be a 26 array, so less space complexity but more searching time for the node. Like we have to search for the first character A, then B, then C, or like that, because if S is there, then E is there, then F is there. So that was the searching would be the operation. So yeah, all both have its disadvantages and advantages, and in the further questions, I'll you will be understanding more about this, that where to use which type of the representation. All right, and if you are kind of a newbie, then please understand up to here, and no need to just get confused like which to use. For simplicity, I would prefer use this only. But if you are kind of you're familiar with the data structures, and then you will automatically understand which one to use where. All right, so I think that's enough for the today, and I hope the various concepts of the trie is clear, and it's looking more of a simpler rather than a difficult data structure. And please stay tuned with this channel and this playlist as well, because I'll be posting in the next video I'll be posting some code explanation for insertion as well as searching. It is just a structure that I've explained and the definition here, but in the next videos I'll try to explain more of the codes or the questions that come up and that are difficult to attempt. All right, so please in the comment section let me know how you like, if you like this video or not, or any questions you have in the mind. I'll free to answer every one of you. And if you like this video, please press the like button as well, share it among your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that is Coder Creek. All right, where you are watching the video. So Coder Creek, that's the name. So thank you so much for watching the video, and stay tuned, I'll be posting more shortly. Bye.